If you saw me in my 50s, you would have envied me. I was the man in the corner office. I was the name on the charity gala list. I was the one with the offshore accounts and the summer home in the Hamptons. By every metric the world uses to judge a man, I had won. I climbed the mountain. I slayed the dragons, and I planted my flag at the very top. But standing here at 80, looking out from that same peak, I have a secret to tell you. It's a secret that most successful men are too proud to admit until they're on their deathbeds. I won the race, but I ran it alone. I built the empire, but I have no heirs to the memories. I won everything the world told me to want, except for the only things that actually matter when the lights start to dim. I am 80 years old. I am wealthy beyond my wildest dreams, and I am the poorest man I know. If you are currently running that same race, thinking that just a little more will finally satisfy the hunger in your soul, please, stop for 15 minutes. Let me show you what the view from the top really looks like when you sacrifice your heart to get there. Don't win the world only to realize you lost your soul in the process. My journey started with a noble lie. I told myself I was doing it for them. I told myself that every 60-hour work week, every missed birthday, and every skipped vacation was a brick in the foundation of my family's security. I turned my home into a hotel and my office into a sanctuary. I worshipped at the altar of ambition. I thought that if I could provide the finest things, I was fulfilling my duty as a man. I bought my wife jewelry to compensate for my absence. I paid for the best private schools to compensate for my lack of guidance. I thought money was a valid substitute for presence. But here is the brutal truth. You cannot buy back the years you missed. You cannot trade a diamond for the conversation you should have had 20 years ago. I won the promotion, I won the prestige, but I lost the intimacy. I became the provider, but ceased to be the partner. I provided the house, but I destroyed the home. Ambition is a jealous god. It demands your entire life as a sacrifice and gives you a hollow trophy in return. There is a specific kind of coldness in a luxury home when there is no laughter in the hallways. I remember the day I bought my dream house. It had 12 rooms, a pool, and a view that could take your breath away. I walked through those rooms feeling like a king, but at 80, those 12 rooms are just 12 boxes of silence. I have chairs no one sits in. I have a dining table that hasn't seen a full family meal in a decade. I won the status of the big house, but I lost the warmth of a small one. We are taught in this country to expand, to upgrade, to move up. But every upgrade often moves you further away from the people who actually know the real you. In the pursuit of more, I lost the enough. I spent my life maintaining property instead of maintaining people. Now, the property is worth millions, and the people are gone. Don't build a palace if you have to build walls around your heart to pay for it. I treated my health like an infinite resource. I thought I could abuse my body for 40 years and then fix it with a pill or a high-end trainer in retirement. I ignored the signs. I worked through the pain. I used caffeine to wake up and alcohol to sleep. I won the hustle. I was the last one to leave the office. I was the one who never took a sick day. I prided myself on my endurance. But the body keeps a ledger, and it never forgets a debt. At 80, I am paying interest on the sleep I didn't get in my 30s. I am paying for the stress I carried in my 50s. I have the money to fly anywhere in the world, but I no longer have the breath to walk up a hill. I have the resources for the best doctors, but they can't give me back a vibrant spine or a clear mind. I won the wealth, but I lost the vessel to enjoy it. Your health isn't something you get back later. It's the only wealth that actually pays dividends when you're 80. Don't spend your life's blood on a bank balance. I remember the important meetings, the deals that felt like life and death, the nights spent strategizing against competitors. I thought those men were my peers, my tribe. I thought the respect of the industry was my ultimate validation. But where are they now? Most are gone. The ones who remain haven't called me in years. The company I spent 30 years building? My name was taken off the door 2 years after I left. The vital projects are now obsolete. I realized that I gave my best years to a machine that replaced me in a weekend. I gave my loyalty to an entity that has no soul. Meanwhile, the people who actually loved me, the ones who would have been there regardless of my title, got the leftovers of my energy. I won the professional game, but I lost the human one. Don't give your soul to a corporation that will list your job opening before your obituary is even printed. I spent a lot of time worrying about my reputation. I wanted to be seen as successful, stable, and strong. I avoided scandal. I avoided vulnerability. I wore the mask of the man who had it all figured out, but that mask is heavy, and it's isolating. By never showing my weaknesses, I never allowed anyone to truly love me. You can't be loved for who you are if you're always pretending to be someone else. I won the image of the perfect life, but I lost the reality of a deep connection. At 80, I wish I had been more messy. I wish I had admitted when I was scared. I wish I had been unsuccessful a few times if it meant being more human. A perfect reputation is just a polished tombstone. It's better to be known and loved for your flaws than to be admired for a lie. Don't win the world's respect at the cost of your own authenticity. I have children. I have grandchildren. They are successful people. They have followed in my footsteps, and that is perhaps my greatest sorrow. I see them now, making the same choices I made. I see them checking their phones at dinner. I see them stressed about the next quarter. I see them missing their children's plays. I taught them how to win, but I never taught them how to live. I won the role of the patriarch, but I failed as a teacher. I passed down my wealth, but I also passed down my emptiness. What remains at 80 is the heavy realization that my success was a contagion. If you want to leave a real legacy, don't just leave them money. Leave them a blueprint for a life well lived. Show them that winning isn't about what you accumulate, but what you contribute and how deeply you love. I am 80 years old. The sun is setting on my life, and the shadows are long. I won the race. I have the gold, but the gold is cold, and the trophy is heavy. If you are listening to this and you are still in the middle of your race, slow down. Look at the person sitting next to you. Look at the sky. Look at your own hands. You already have what matters. You have time. You have health. You have the capacity to love and be loved. Don't wait until you're 80 to realize that you won the wrong things. Don't wait until you're alone in a big house to discover that the small things were the only big things there ever were. Win the moments. Win the memories. Win the love. Everything else is just noise. Thank you for letting an old man speak his truth. It's the only thing I have left to give. If this resonated with you, please subscribe and join our community of reflection. Like this video to help it find someone who is currently lost in the race. And tell me in the comments, what are you going to stop winning today so you can start living? I'll be reading. God bless. And may you find what truly matters.